There's new information this noon about the Albany teacher shot dead when he entered the wrong home in the North Towns. News 4's Jerika Duncan joins us from our newsroom with the latest. Jerika.
I've learned the alleged intruder had a blood alcohol level of 0.18. That's more than twice the legal limit. Sources tell News 4 the man who was shot to death after entering this Amherst home last March was drunk, which only makes the homeowner's argument of self-defense stronger as the case heads to a grand jury.
The only thing we're sure of is what the perception was of Mr. D'Amico when he fired to protect himself and his wife.
Attorney Thomas Burton represents David D'Amico, the 33-year-old man who shot and killed David Park of Albany. D'Amico told Amherst police he shot Park around 1 a.m. on March 28th because he thought Park was a burglar. Turns out Park was visiting a friend who lived next door to D'Amico, and for a reason no one can seem to answer, Park ended up inside D'Amico's home.
Mr. D'Amico went down to check the house, saw nothing, and within moments of approaching his bedroom heard a noise again, and this time was sure it was human-generated noises.
After repeated warnings to leave, which Burton says you can hear on a 911 tape, D'Amico fired one shot that would lead to the death of David Park. Police never pressed charges against D'Amico on the advice of the Erie County District Attorney Frank Sedita. Even he says he would not be surprised if a grand jury concludes the shooting was justifiable under the law. A sentiment shared by Burton, who maintains his client was simply trying to protect his property.
This was the first time anything even close to this has occurred. And I can assure you he hopes that it's the last time it ever occurs.
So what happens next? Well, in a couple of weeks, a grand jury will look at all of the evidence and decide whether to pursue criminal charges against David D'Amico. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jerika Duncan, News 4 at noon.